Hi Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for you. Okay, let's start off with the Seven of Wands. You are defending something here, Capricorn. You are adamant. You want to achieve something. You're standing by your word. What I love here is that the Seven of Wands is above the Hierophant. So if you have a long-term relationship, a partnership, faith, okay, spirituality, you're absolutely defending that, Capricorn. You're going to stand up. You're going to defend it till the death. This is very beautiful to see. This could also be a partner or someone very significant around you who is defending you. And I say that because the Hierophant is often seen as the marriage or commitment card. So if you are committed to something, whether it's another person, a religion, a spiritual orientation, you are absolutely defending that. Now, you do have 4 out of 6 Wands cards, which represent an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. This person is coming up quite prominently around you in the upcoming month, and I have a feeling that this person is fighting for you and fighting for a future with you, Capricorn. Now, I could be wrong. It could be a Taurus, could be a Virgo, could even be a Pisces. Hey, of course, we're dealing with different signs here, so bear that in mind. But I do sense that with all this wand energy, someone is feeling passionate, someone is feeling fired up, someone is feeling very opportunistic over you, Capricorn, and you're going to see them fight for you. But that's what that 7 can definitely represent here, because you also have the Page of Wands, which is a message of love. Now, there is someone potentially admiring you who's going to come forward and confess or proclaim their love for you, Capricorn. This is someone who's very captured by you. This is someone who might be foreign, might travel fairly often. You might be meeting on travels. This is someone adventurous, high-spirited, and spontaneous who's coming in around you. But it's also finding your passion, okay? And what I love is that you've got the card of longevity and long-term phases happening here with the 3 of Wands. So I feel as though you're finding passion for the long term, or you're finding passion, love, or adventure with someone for the long term. There could also be travel opportunities that come your way. You might be having a bit of a travel romance. So you might be, travel could definitely bring romance for some of you Cappies watching, which is quite an exciting time. It could also be experimenting in the bedroom, adding someone here. This is the notion of open relationships, you know, experimentation with intimacy for some of you. If that's what you're after, that could be coming up in the upcoming month. Now, everyone is very heated. Everyone is very passionate around you. The 5 of Wands is here, which can point to a lack of dysfunction here because of everyone's opinions or passions or stances or perspectives being shared, especially if you're involved in collaborative environments. This could be the workplace, community groups, classes. If you're a part of anything with a large group of people, everyone is going to be really fueled up, and you're going to see just all this energy bubble up to the surface here, Capricorn, yours included for sure. Now, it could be outside influences coming into the picture as well. It could be gossip, it could be competition, okay? There could definitely be competitiveness, but I feel like it's someone competing for you, competing for your affection, competing for you to acknowledge them, competing for you, for your attention, okay? They're trying to perfect their ways, perfect the way they're coming across. Could be a person you work with, could be someone who's romantically interested in you, could be a spouse who feels like you've lost a bit of a spark here, so they're trying to reignite that spark with you, Capricorn. But you'll definitely see this sort of behavior exhibited by the people around you. But if you're trying to build anything in a collaborative environment, there could be some delays because there could be very different approaches that you might be taking, or very different, it's almost like everyone's insisting on different approaches, which then comes to nothing or is halted. So I just want you to trust that you will find stability, because you have the Hierophant, which does represent stability. It is the sign of Taurus. So ultimately, you will come into that stability. You just need to be patient, because something eventually will give. Now, the Hierophant is often seen as the marriage card, long-term commitment, faith, religion, devotion, admiration. It could be very influential people coming in around you, Capricorn, or you becoming very influential to the people around you. People might be seeking your help, seeking your assistance. Okay, or there's someone who's fighting for a future with you, fighting for... It's almost like there's someone here that wants you to believe in them. Something to do with faith and devotion. Someone might be trying to prove themselves. Someone might be trying to make a point, maybe for all of October. It's a pretty valid point. It's a pretty big point, obviously, if they keep trying. But they're trying to either attract your attention or get you to see them in some sort of way. Could be like an employee that's trying to prove themselves through their work ethic, through their commitment, applying themselves through proactiveness and initiative. Could be acknowledgement. You might come to a level of expertise, maybe in career or some sort of field you might be working in, Capricorn. There is potentially a promotion here. So promotion, change, elevation, growth, movement, and perfection possibly coming in around you. But you're perfecting yourself. It could definitely be internal, more spiritual, or it could be perfecting your career or creative pursuits in some regard here. But the Hierophant is sought after. Like I said, he does represent the sign of Taurus, so it can be something to do with romance, sex, possessions, and earthly pleasures. Assets. It could be this as well. So long-term investments are coming into the picture here as well. If you're purchasing an asset, it's going to be around you for the long term because you have the card of longevity. The Three of Wands is pictured here, is depicted with a man looking out. He has a long journey ahead of him and he's just embarked on that. So it's baby steps, but you've got a vision here. And something or someone who is around you in the time of October could end up being around you in the long term. Could be a person you're connected to passionately. You might end up engaged, married, or living together. Could be a property that comes up. You might end up purchasing this property and have it as an investment, or later even move into this property. But there's something around you here in October, and it's almost like it's cemented here that it's going to continue to be around you for the long term. Now, for some of you, it's competition, okay? Could be an ex coming back into the picture, or someone who has eyes on you, or someone you are dating, or someone you're in a relationship with. This could ruffle a few feathers, but you might be reading into things a little bit too much because you do have the Hermit here, which is very analytical, reads into everything very deeply, sometimes exaggerates things or makes things bigger than they are. It could be a bit of this. But look, if it's not anything I've mentioned here, Capricorn, you're very motivated to start something. You might be following someone who's inspiring you, someone who's teaching you. The Hermit wants to learn. He's very reflective. So all these Wands cards could indicate you're very motivated. You're very eager to start something or get things into motion here, which is very, very exciting. Quite a momentous month possibly here. There could also be autonomous ventures. Now, some of you who are married might be transitioning to singledom. Some of you who are single might be transferring to marriage or long-term commitment here. Or you might need independence or space or a period of analyzing or reflecting or reassessing things, because the Hermit needs to shine light on what's important. And this is his mind, his mental state, his health, his visions, his goals, where he places himself in his life, where he sees the direction of his life. I feel as though there's a new path that's forming for you, Capricorn, a beautiful new path. The Hermit shines his light, his lantern on the future, on the long-term goals. So a new path paves at your feet, a new person, a new choice, a new decision, a new life journey, a new life purpose. You know, a new life mission will come to fruition, will somehow come into your experience in October. Quite spiritual, but that's what the Hermit can represent. It's also, this is contrasting, this is independence and autonomy, this is collaborative environments. Something that you've been involved with in a group environment, you're going to walk away from. You're actually going to retreat and either do it on your own, branch out on your own, or break away from this sort of environment here, Capricorn. Could be in relation to career, maybe. You might be branching out on your own. There might be a project you might be a part of, but you don't see things working, things gelling together with the people that are also involved, much like yourself. There could be a trip that you decide to take, an independent trip for soul searching, to fulfill passion, desire, adventure, spirituality, faith, guidance, and direction as well. I will leave it at that though, Capricorn.